Last time on Safety in Numbers, 7 college students from Hofstra University began the first season of the online strategy game. One by one, Joe, Catherine, Grace, and David were all voted out of the game, leaving just 3 remaining. Matt, who aligned with Joe in the first 2 days of the game and was immediately blindsided at the first vote off that left Joe packing. Ever since, Matt has been working his way in and out of deals and alliances in order to keep himself safe. Kaylee, who, after forming an all-girls alliance, spearheaded the betrayal of some of her closest allies. And Meaghan, who was almost taken out at the very first vote and has managed to make it to the final 3 without a vote cast against her since. Who has what it takes to win? Find out right now on Safety in Numbers. For the final immunity challenge, there will be 3 rounds. For this first round, each player will choose a number. Whoever's number lands in the center of the other 2 will win round 1 and advance to the 3rd round. Meaghan, strategy, thoughts?
No, not really. Just hoping for the best, honestly.
There's no strategy. It's you pick a number and hope people pick different numbers. I mean, you could play mind games. You're like, maybe if I psych somebody out and they get...
Yeah, it's completely just luck.
I'm going to give myself a headache thinking about it. So I'm just going to guess a number and hope people guess other numbers.
I know, I currently have like 2 different routes that I could go on. Like, I'm debating between 2 numbers right now, and I'm like, I really don't know which one is going to be better. But it doesn't matter.
Yeah, sure. It's a lucky number.
I thought of a number that was high-ish, but also low-ish.
First number I thought of kind of goes with the same thing Matt said.
It's high retrospectively compared to all other numbers in existence, but it's not necessarily high compared to every number that we think of, you know? Like, if I saw it, I would be like, oh, that's a huge number, but in the grand scheme, it's pretty big.
Now I'm scared because I didn't go that high.
Okay, so Kaylee wins. She is going to the final round.
I would like to point out, I would like, just for the sake of things here, my original number was 69.
Let me point out my original number was 420.
And Kaylee won the same wavelength. We already know.
Exciting time here. I think that Battleship is a really good game to play because, like Ben was saying last night, it is partially luck, but it is also partially strategy, which I think is a perfect way to close out the challenges for at least one person. And it's a good, like, last game challenge.
I use Game Bar to record all my stuff, which just records my screen, but it recorded my open window, and I had Zoom as my primary window, like on the side. Like, me and Meaghan were chatting, which you have that footage, and that was like my primary window on the side, even though I was playing Battleship on my screen. So I went after because I thought I was recording Battleship. It said it was recording everything, and it just recorded the Zoom. It didn't record the Battleship game at all. Because I was going to record the Battleship game, and she was going to record the Zoom. And then just we both had Zoom. It'd be like that sometimes, I guess. Oh my god. Wow, what a guess.
There. You would have
What a guess. That was crazy.
Wow. Whew. Alright then.
Alright. Wow, that was nuts.
Alright. Lovely. Good game.
Right. Good game, for sure. That was a good game. I was literally, next turn you were losing. You had to guess right.
Oh, I was sweating right there.
It was also, like, the big thing in that game was if you hit, you can go again. So it came down to, I had her 2 ship left, and she had my 5 ship left, I think. And I hit one of her 2 ship, and then missed my next shot, guessing where it went. So it was basically next turn I was winning, and then she, like, randomly guessed and hit my 5 ship, and I got straight up to it. And she won, and it was pretty crazy.
Either I had to get it right there, or I was gonna lose. And I just so happened to click the right spot, right? And then so it's like there's one dot, and then there's a space above it and below it, and it's either one of those spaces. It could be either. And if I get it wrong, he wins. And I just happened to get it right. That's literally it. That's how I won.
Okay, first question is, which contestant has received the most votes throughout the whole game, cumulatively? So which contestant has received the most votes? Okay, 3, 2, 1, flip. You both say Joe. You are both correct. It is Joe with 5 votes. Who is the only contestant thus far to have a perfect voting record, meaning they have voted for every person that has left, including revotes, including anything else? You are both correct.
Yay.
Megan. How many contestants have received no votes, 0 votes?
0.
Both correct. Everyone has received at least 1 vote. Who has received the least amount of votes, including revotes, and how many votes have they received? Megan is correct. It is herself with 2 votes.
Nice.
So Megan, that is another
Oh, I'm
point.
dumb. Oh, I knew that.
How many contestants were voted out at the first eligible tribal that could have been voted out? Joe and Grace, you both got it. The answer is 2, Joe and Grace. How many players have been voted out at the first tribal they received votes? You both get it. It is 4. It's everyone who has been eliminated up to this point, believe it or not. Okay, coming into this last question, Megan is in the lead by 1 point. So last question up. At how many tribals did at least one contestant only receive 1 vote? So we're asking at how many of the tribal councils did at least one person only receive 1 vote? 2 and 2, you both get it, which means Megan is our winner by 1 vote. Megan, you have immunity, and you will be deciding who is going to be the last member of the jury, fifth and final member, and who you will be sitting with at the end.